build a brand people actually care about. You're showing up online, you have offers, you've worked with clients, but you still feel like it's not a movement yet. It's not a vibe. It's not bringing people to be obsessed with you, to comment, to be part of your community, to make you feel like you're creating something meaningful. In fact, some days you wake up and you're thinking, does anybody even care? Does anybody even notice? And of course, don't count on your friends and family. But here's what can change once you understand the truth of who you are and the truth of what you're creating for people. A personal brand is not about you. It's not where you showcase all your accomplishment and all the cool things you've done. A personal brand is a window to your lens, your point of view, your expertise, your genius, the way you spot patterns, the things you've done, the things you're good at. But it's a window that is creating then an open door for people to walk in and be part of something that didn't exist before for them. Now, let me just share a very clear example of this. But you know, the rise of luxury influencer back in the days, the rise of digital nomads that were eating their breakfast in Bali pools, which are they still there? I haven't seen a Bali pool breakfast in a while. It created a possibility. It created a glimpse into something that someone would have never come across otherwise, would have never known. And then because you see it repeatedly and you're starting to think, wait, is that possible for me? Is that what I would want? You might enter that world and then start adopting beliefs, start adopting lifestyle choices that are creating a new reality that is completely made up. Completely made up, right? You know, Grey's Anatomy, those doctor shows, they are existing in a reality. They go to the ER, they don't sleep, they hook up with people on the show or something. It's not even a show I've watched deeply, but there is a shared reality to being a doctor. And for many, many years in the past, people would share reality with their coworker or with the family business they were on, whether they were farmers or, you know, nurses, whatever you grew up with, your neighborhood. You kind of just appeared in that reality and it was what it was. You had 2, 3 options. Now, with the rise of digital media and connecting with people worldwide, we're basically being offered infinite possibilities. Infinite. You could become someone that is obsessed with sourdough and bakes sourdough all day and is talking about your starters and is cooking in your cute kitchen listening to jazz music. And you could be the same sourdough obsessed person that is always with your cat listening to rock music. Like, you could be anything you want, anywhere you want, in whichever way you want. And that limitless freedom is exciting, but it's also paralyzing because you're met with two opposing forces. On one side, the people opening windows into their world, all those personal brands out there. It can give you decision paralysis, comparison, overwhelm, overthinking, and also the classic, the grass is greener on the other side, right? Because you'll do the thing, you'll become a digital nomad, or you'll become a passive product person, or you'll become a coach, and then you'll think, but do I want to be a farmer? Do I want to quit social media and start a bakery? Should I become an author? Like, there's this constant quest for the next thing. And it can be so overwhelming, right, on the consumer side. And on the other side, when you're creating a world, when you're building a brand, there's the same tension. Do people care? Am I enough? Am I going to become irrelevant? Is my brand going to die? Is this just a trend? I've worked with creators for over 9 years, and I've heard the stories. Instagram is da da da. This is going away. This is going to happen. What if it's just a moment? Listen. Marketing, business, human connection, communication, and personal brands have been around since, this is a very long time ago, okay? This is my sign for forever back. Forever back. It's just the way humans interact with one another. You got something, I can give you something. I've heard you're this person from my neighbor, Frank. You always carry a reputation of sorts. Even if you don't know, right now in your neighborhood, city, village, the barista maybe talk about you. Maybe they're like, oh, this is red hair girl that always comes with her dog too early in the morning because she goes to ABC. We carry ourselves in the world. We are known and recognized for things. So basic principles of business, economy, interaction with one another, they're not going anywhere. Platforms might change name, but if you can understand yourself deeply and choose who you want to be in this world and realize the opportunity you have to create a brand new world for people to belong to, you'll always be okay. Okay? You're always going to be okay. Principles are principles for a reason. We can transfer them spaces, okay? So, why do we need to build a personal brand people care about? Because this is where we're truly becoming author of a reality that might make a lot of people feel like they finally belong. And that is an incredible gift. Do you realize that? How many times might have you felt out of place when you were a teenager or when you were a kid, even as an adult, maybe thinking, I don't belong here, nobody cares, I don't understand people. And now with the internet, with this wide space you get to exist in, you get to basically send a signal that says, hey, are you a brunette looking to improve your curls without using X product and finally be able to be a mermaid in the sea? Like, you can create whichever way you want to a world that is exactly by design what people have always dreamed of being part of. Do you realize that? The life I live today is completely far from what I ever knew was possible. I am a Canadian living on a Greek island, swimming in crystal blue water every day. I work from a mountain. I can go just take a walk. I'm free. This life would not be possible had I not built a personal brand for the last 9 years and committed to being free and to finding my North Star and to finding my voice online. We get an opportunity to create a world that makes people want to be part of it. And now the women that I'm attracting in my world also want to run a business that is freedom first, where they can be artistic and creative and bake sourdough and work with incredible clients, but not be completely consumed by the business, working 12, 14, 16 hours a day. That's not why you're here, right? You aspire to a life that is more free, more feminine, more in flow, whilst having recurring revenue and a business that runs and a brand that makes you feel fully expressed. So that's my unique corner of the internet I've carved. And now I'm asking you, what would you truly desire to create if you were a world builder? If you were to say, I'm making up the coolest store, the coolest cafe, the coolest concept where people that are exactly like me or this type of person will feel the pull to walk into the store. And once they walk in, they'll be, whoa, did you make this exactly for me? So to build a brand people care about, you first need to deeply care. You need to know why it's important, why it matters to you. And you need to really picture it. Picture those people finally walking in and feeling seen and ask yourself, am I sending a signal that is clear enough for those people to find me? Because once you create your world, it is your responsibility to make sure that everyone that would be thriving in that space knows it exists. Because otherwise, they're still at home wondering if they'll ever belong, if they'll ever be able to start their business or become fit or become lean or change, their curl pattern or whatever is your business, right? They are looking for you, but you don't tell them you exist in enough ways. And that's why, yes, repeat yourself. Tell people what's the vibe. Share your beliefs. Share your principles. Because a world that is strong is also built on principles. So what do you stand behind? What are the principles of your brand? What is the world you're building? And why should people care? Give them a reason to want to come in, and they will stay. They will tell their friends, and you'll have a thriving personal brand online. So start from the beginning. What world are you truly building? Food for thought today. Enjoy your Friday. I'm so grateful to have you here on this journey with me as I'm showing up on YouTube for 151 days in a row. I'm taking requests in the comments in my Instagram at Your Secret Co-founder. I'm so excited for you to truly carve your own universe and attract people that were always, always looking for you. See you next time.